What are the island nations of the Indian Ocean? Hi everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. In our recent video, we conducted an in-depth analysis of the Indian Ocean and uncovered some important details. Today, we will continue our discussion, but this time, we will focus on a different perspective of the ocean. Though the ocean may seem barren and uninhabited with minimal human presence, it is home to some fantastic islands, each with its distinct history. This begs the question, what are the island nations of the Indian Ocean? Without wasting time, let's start with the first country on our list. 6. Sri Lanka. Historically referred to as Ceylon, the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka is an island nation of the Indian Ocean situated in South Asia. The country shares maritime boundaries with the Maldives to the southwest and India to the northwest. Often called the Pearl of the Indian Ocean or the Granary of the East, Sri Lanka's strategic geographic position and its deep harbours have rendered it essential throughout history, from the ancient Silk Road trade routes to the contemporary maritime Silk Road. Its strategic location established it as a vital trading center, recognized by both East Asians and Europeans. Sri Lanka's recorded history extends back 3,000 years, with evidence of human habitation dating as far back as 125,000 years. With a population nearing 22 million, Sri Lanka is a mosaic of cultures, languages, and ethnic groups. The Sinhalese constitute the majority, followed by the Sri Lankan Tamils, who represent the most significant minority and are primarily located in the northern region of the island. Other established communities include the Malays, Chinese, Moors, Indian Tamils, Burghers, and Vedda. The predominant religions practiced on the island are Buddhism and Hinduism, both of which have significantly influenced Sri Lanka's cultural framework and national identity. Over 80% of Sri Lanka's population resides in rural areas, reflecting the country's predominantly agrarian society. Currently, Sri Lanka is developing a nascent tourism industry, aiming to attract visitors by showcasing its rich cultural heritage, historical significance, and the breathtaking landscapes and pristine beaches that line its coast. 5. Seychelles. This island ranks among the smallest nations globally, encompassing a total area of merely 457 square kilometers. This archipelago consists of 155 islands situated off the eastern coast of Africa. The climate in Seychelles is characteristic of tropical islands, with consistently warm temperatures throughout the year, interrupted only by occasional storms originating from the ocean. Historically, the Seychelles were recognized by both Arab and Persian traders. However, it was not until 1756 that the French established a permanent settlement by officially annexing the islands. French colonists, along with enslaved individuals from Africa, were brought to the islands to labor on plantations. The islands transitioned to British control in 1814, and in 1976, the British granted Seychelles its independence. The population of Seychelles predominantly comprises individuals of mixed heritage, resulting from the intermarriage of European, Indian, and African communities during the early stages of the island's history. Roman Catholicism is the predominant religion practiced in the country. Seychelles' economy is primarily reliant on tourism, yet it continues to grow at a commendable pace. In the coming decades, it is projected that Seychelles may achieve economic success comparable to that of Mauritius, a well-developed island in the Indian Ocean. 4. Mauritius. Recognized as one of the island countries of the Indian Ocean, the Republic of Mauritius is situated approximately to the east of Madagascar. Renowned for its stunning natural landscapes and relative seclusion, Mauritius likely remained uninhabited for a significant portion of its history, with only sporadic visits from Arab and Portuguese traders. The Dutch made several attempts to establish a settlement on the island, but ultimately failed due to harsh conditions. In 1710, they abandoned their efforts, and the island subsequently fell into the hands of pirates who targeted passing merchant vessels. A few decades later, the French successfully colonized Mauritius, bringing enslaved individuals from Africa to labor on sugar plantations. In 1810, the British took control of the island. During the 1830s, they abolished slavery and introduced laborers from India. This complex historical background has resulted in a diverse ethnic composition in Mauritius, encompassing European, African, and Indian heritage. Despite its modest size, Mauritius boasts a strong economy that extends beyond tourism, In the 1980s, the government initiated a diversification strategy that yielded significant success. Presently, Mauritius ranks among the African nations with the highest GDP. 3. Maldives. The Republic of Maldives is another island nation of the Indian Ocean situated to the southwest of Sri Lanka and India. This archipelago consists of approximately 1,200 islands, with around 200 of them inhabited by people. Human settlement in the Maldives dates back to as early as 500 BC, with inhabitants believed to have originated from the Indian subcontinent. The British military presence on the islands largely influenced the political history of the Maldives. As the British increasingly struggled to maintain their colonial dominance in Asia and faced the loss of their territories to indigenous populations seeking independence, an agreement was executed on 26 July 1965. This agreement marked the formal conclusion of British authority over the Maldives' defense and external affairs. Consequently, the islands attained independence, with the ceremony held at the British High Commissioner's residence in Colombo. Males, also known as the King's Island, is the capital and most populous city. Due to its central position, it was the seat of power for ancient royal dynasties. Currently, the Maldives is often celebrated as one of the most stunning destinations on the planet. With its crystal-clear waters and pristine white sand beaches, millions of tourists flock to this paradise each year to experience its beauty. 2. Madagascar. This island nation of the Indian Ocean is the largest island situated in the Indian Ocean. Like Comoros and Mauritius, it is located off the eastern coast of Africa. The predominant population of Madagascar is not of African descent. Instead, they are descendants of the Malagasy people, who are believed to have originated from regions near Indonesia. The precise manner in which the Malagasy people arrived on Madagascar remains unclear, although it is generally thought that they reached the island around 700 AD. Since its settlement, Madagascar has been a significant hub for trade across the Indian Ocean, attracting both Arab and European traders to its numerous coastal cities and towns. In the 19th century, Madagascar fell under French colonization, and the cultural impact of this period continues to be evident on the island. The official languages of Madagascar are Malagasy and French, with a considerable number of the population practicing either Lutheranism or Roman Catholicism. Madagascar is designated as a least developed country by the United Nations. The nation's development strategy emphasizes ecotourism and agriculture alongside increased investments in education, healthcare, and private sector initiatives. Although there has been significant economic growth since the early 2000s, income inequality has increased, and the overall quality of life for most of the population continues to be low. 1. Comoros. Situated off the eastern coast of Africa, Comoros is also an island country in the Indian Ocean. It comprises 3 principal islands and a 4th island that it claims but is currently administered by France. The early history of Comoros is not well documented, with written records emerging only in the 8th century through Arab and Persian traders. This interaction with Middle Eastern trade led to the swift adoption of Islam by the local population. Austronesian/Malagasy groups, Bantu-speaking populations from East Africa, and maritime Arab traders likely initially inhabited the Comoros. From the year 1500, the Sultanate of Anjouan exerted control over the islands, while Grande Comore was divided among several sultans. The islands became part of the French colonial empire in the 19th century, achieving independence in 1975. Since then, the nation has witnessed over 20 coups, or attempted coups, resulting in the assassination of various leaders. Between 2009 and 2014, approximately 19% of the population lived below the international poverty threshold of $1.90 per day. However, Comoros is renowned for its rich natural beauty, featuring lush jungles and diverse vegetation. It boasts a vibrant tourism industry, attracting thousands of visitors each year who come to enjoy its stunning beaches and idyllic tropical climate. As we end this video, which of the island nations of the Indian Ocean would you like to visit in the future? Please join the conversation and share your thoughts with us. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.